Hey guys, Reed here. I'm the product manager for Dometic for the CFX powered coolers you see behind me. I want to give you a little tour today on some sizing and what might fit in your car. Behind me, you'll see my Toyota Land Cruiser. It's the test rig for most of this stuff. A lot of prototypes been through there over the years, a lot of testing. But today specifically, I want to take you through what a CFX3 35, a 55 IM, and a 75 DZ looks like, and the back of an SUV. You guys can get a better taste of how things fit and maybe how it'll fit in your vehicle. Before we get into the actual sizing, I want to show you guys the basic dimensions. So here's what the back of the Land Cruiser looks like. It's about 44.5 inches deep. That's what I get. There we go. Light's a little bit better. That's what I get for depth. I'm looking at roughly 59 inches wide. So we're gonna start with a blank slate, completely open, all the gears out, all my slides are out, and let's start seeing how these coolers stack up in there. All right, here's the 35. It's in the back corner. It's right against the wheel well and the back of the seat, as you can see. So you still got a ton of room for gear in there. You can fit a ton of stuff around that thing, much smaller than the 75. The other thing I really like about this too is you can fit this right in that space in front of the wheel well. So to give you a little bit of a perspective here, so you can really get that thing way over there, and there's enough space in there that it's right in front of the wheel well. So this is probably the most space saving way you can do this. How about that? So it's against the seat, horizontal, gives you quite a bit of space but not very much access, but there you go. If I was going to be using this every day, I would definitely be putting it right back here. The 35 is a great powered cooler, great CFX if you're just using it for day trips, maybe an overnight, just solo, one or two people. And as you can see, if you've got not a lot of space, it fits perfect in there. And you can stick it in the back of your passenger seat as well if you want to save your rear cargo space just for storage. All right, next one here is we got the 55 IM. This is my personal go-to. This is what I have in the Land Cruiser all the time. You actually see a cover on it right now that is about to be coming out. It's awesome. Get to store a bunch of tools, knives on the front there. As you can see, I usually put them right on the side like that, and then it makes it really nice for the power, the 12-volt power coming out in the back. You can run a socket right to the back, keeps the cords out of the way and everything organized when you're putting gear in and out of the cargo area. That's definitely the way to do it right there. That's what it looks like when it's all the way pushed against the seat. The wheel well is keeping it off the side. I usually put a PLB 40 in there or something to use up that space. And as you can see, it's right against the seat. It takes up quite a bit of space, but not so much that it cuts down on all the storage back there. And I find I can carry beers and food and stuff no problem for 3-4 days out. The largest one I have today is the 75 dual zone. So you can see that right behind me. That is the big one. Freezer and fridge, or freezer, fridge, whatever you feel like. It's really big to fit all your stuff for the weekend with your family, a bunch of people. You can have one side beers, one side food. That's how we usually do it. This guy is in now. It takes up almost half of that cargo space that's in there between the wheel wells. But you can see you've got a ton of room for more stuff in here as well. Now we've got it in here tucked in between the wheel wells. So it's a lot of space in there. Here's a little close-up of how much more is in there. Let's do a little lineup so you can see them all next to each other. All right, guys, so this is what it looks like overhead. So you can see the footprint size. 75 is a lot longer than all of them. 55 and 35 are pretty close in length, but 55 is a lot wider. And one more, check out this fancy angle. Down pretty low here, right at ground level. That's the 35, 55 IM, and the 75. And back up here to give you a little perspective again. There we go. So there you have it, the CFX3 35, the 55 IM, and the 75. And again, that's the back of a 1987 Toyota Land Cruiser, an FJ60. So just so you have a little sizing context there. All right, thanks guys. See you next time.